and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
Dude!
Oh, would you look at this? Talk about error. It's sickening.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar. He saw that one coming. What a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR. He's going for the cover, JR.
1, 2.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better.
I wonder,
we could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. My God, look at the damage that has been inflicted here.
I don't care who he thinks he is. He can't take much more of this. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I sit here and listen to you drool over the deal.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Well, you can't ever... Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raw, live from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
It's always great coming home to Memphis, JR, and I personally guarantee my hometown fans the show of a lifetime.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, King. The Raw superstars are fired up. So let's get this show on the road.
There's the reversal. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. That went nowhere.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
What a reversal.
Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one unfold.
strategy. Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the results of that strategy now.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar take it out of here on a stretcher. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
I can see a finishing move right here.
Excellent counter. What ring presence. I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with... Whoops! There goes the referee!
Oh, man! And now there's no one to keep order in this matchup. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Oh my gosh! This could be the finisher! So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'll have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight. And it's been reversed. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars? This could finish the match right here.
The referee has called for the bell. That's it.
A victory by knockout.
Here's your winner.
That's about as brutal as
Hot
it gets.
stuff.
You talk about a slobber knocker. That was a human demolition derby right there.
You know, JR, usually when you say things like that, they sound silly. But I can't think of a better way to put it. What a...
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another sold-out Raw event from Portland, Oregon.
Well, it's been too long since Raw has come to Portland, JR. These fans are going crazy.
They certainly are, and who can blame them? I guarantee the Rose City's going to get its money's worth tonight. And it's been reversed.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
There's the reversal.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
We could see a finishing move right here. Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be... We could have a pinfall here, JR.
1, 2, 3.
And that's the match.
Well, there's no
Here's
question
your
who
winner.
won that one, JR.
Not at all, King. The referee counted a pin,
Jessica.
and that's all she wrote.
I'm sure not everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's what rematches are for.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from New York, New York, Hot stuff. And from parts unknown, sexy girl. And the opponent, from New York, New York, sexy girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington.
I don't care how rainy it gets, JR. Nothing's gonna dampen the spirits of these Seattle fans.
You're right about that, King, especially not when we got such a great show ahead of us.
Did they get the tag? Yes! You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married, and then it's too late.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
There's the reversal! You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
They made the tag.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
One.
The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
One.
Oh boy, this looks like an all-or-nothing move.
One. Two.
You think this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable. Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And there's the kick out. No surprise there.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you...
Whoops! There goes the referee!
Oh, man! And now there's no one to keep order in this matchup. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next...
So long, ref. Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are.
What a counter! Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fame.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. I think I know who's going to...
What a reversal. And there's the tag.
So far, JR.
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
They got the tag.
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. What a finishing move. I get chills every time I see it. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one... A victory by knockout.
Here
That's
are your
about
winners.
as brutal as it gets.
You talk about a
Sexy
slobber
girl.
knocker. That was a human demolition derby right
And-
there.
You know, JR, usually when you say things like that,
The
they sound
freak.
silly. But I can't think of a better way to put it. What a match!
The following contest is scheduled for one. And the opponent, from England, the Cat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw, coming to you live tonight from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
There's so much wrestling history here in Calgary, JR, and there's going to be some more made here tonight.
No question, King.
Rope
The Raw
break.
superstars never fail to create history wherever they perform. And these Calgary fans are going to leave here tonight with some amazing memories.
Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick!
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. What a counter! These superstars are so unpredictable. This match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We got the best superstars, the best...
There's the reversal. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No, Go ahead and say it, JR.
Oh.